Hi, everybody. It's R.R. Verdi and Amy Hopkins on the other side of the screen, back here at the Blarg Factory. And today we're going to be talking about marketing plans for a new book release because Amy Hopkins' book is just a little while out. She's going to go over all her marketing plans, what she's done for ads, breakdowns, costs, and all that sort of thing. And then at the end of that, we're going to be talking about villains, bad guys, what makes them cool, how to write them, what you're looking for in a villain and bad guy. And then we might, if we have time, talk about what's going to be happening with my writing stuff in the future and what just happened to me over the last weekend. So, Amy, do you want to take it with your intro to your whole marketing plan with all your numbers and math stuff?
I will. So, as of today, which is the 11th of February, I am officially 2 weeks out from launching my first fiction book. So it's urban fiction, it's urban fantasy. The book is called Dreamstalker, and it is now currently available on pre-order for 99 cents, which isn't something I'm hugely pushing. I've sort of put that out there so that I can take advantage of some promotional opportunities, which I am about to detail now. So just to let you know where I'm starting from. This is my first fiction book, so I don't have a backlist. I don't have 1,000 followers. What I do have at the moment is approximately 300 Twitter followers. I have exactly 30 Facebook fans, which I know because that's how many I need to see my insights and statistics. I have 27 newsletter subscribers, thanks to a Facebook ad that I've been running over the last week or so, which has netted me 7 of those. I think the rest of them are related to me. And that's pretty much all I've got to start with. Okay, so my plan is to launch my book. I'm not investing heaps and heaps of money into it. That will come probably around book 3 so that I can get the on-selling value from that. But I don't want to sink. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I have scheduled a Fiverr promotional opportunity through BK Nights. Remember that name because honestly, I don't think anybody else through Fiverr is worth going through. BK Nights does have a money back guarantee and plans starting from $5. I'm using a $10 option and that will run on the 26th of February, which is the day after my launch. I've then booked an Awesome Gang ad. That was $12, I think. That's going to run on the following Monday. I'm breaking up my promos a little bit so I can track how well each one does so that I know if they're worth using in the future. My third promo that I am yet to book, so I hopefully will get a spot, will be Betty Book Freak. It was a toss-up between Betty and a couple of other sites. I chose Betty because she's cheap. Sorry, Betty. That was only $12. There's a couple of other sites that will promote a new release author with no reviews. They sort of run around the $25 mark, but I'm hitting my limit for what I sort of want to invest in this at this point in time. The other thing that I've got going is a fantasy science fiction mega promo newsletter. That one was free to sign up to, and that's going to run in the first weekend of March, and it will be targeting Kindle Unlimited subscribers, and I'm going to go select for my first 3 months, so I managed to get in for that. I'm currently running Facebook ads at $1 a day, so that's based on impressions, and let me know if I need to kick this over to Ronnie because I've got a bit of background noise going on. So that's going to cost me about $20. I'm getting about a click per dollar on my website, and so far all of those people are subscribing to my newsletter list, which is fantastic. I've got a newsletter promotion booked, so that's through free Kindle giveaway. I spent about $20 on that to get into the silver level, and that will hopefully net me a few hundred newsletter subscribers. I know that a lot of those won't be genuine subscribers, so they're going to go into a separate list and I'll just track how they go. The other things that I've done is try to get some advanced review copies out. So I've sent about 5 of those out already to people on my newsletter. I've also registered at the library thing. That's sitting at about 20 people requesting my book out of the 25 that I've offered, so I'm really happy with that. And I've got a review going up on Book Angel, which I'm super excited about because it's a UK site and my book is based in London. And I didn't approach them. I assume that they've found me somewhere from commenting on some author forums, and they approached me and said, hey, can we grab a copy of your book for a review? I've done an interview with the Muse, which is Kelly Blanchard. Totally recommend that. That was so much fun. That won't go up for a little while, but if anybody's interested, we will link Ronnie's interview because his is now live on her website, and she interviews the author and then she interviews a character, and it's so much fun for character development. I really think it's worth taking a look at. So that is the plan. Pretty much all I've got to do now is sit back and wait till it launches. Keep my fingers crossed. So yeah, that's it. We'll keep it updated. I'm going to make sure that I update on the blog. So in between the podcasts and the YouTube videos, you'll be able to check in to see how that's going. So I'm going to pass it on to Ronnie now.
Okay, as far as marketing goes, we all know that I am terrible with this. Yeah, I don't really do Facebook ads. I've never run them. I've really never paid for a single ad that I can think of. All my marketing comes from word of mouth. And again, like we've talked about, for me, I'm a firm believer in it. It's worked amazingly well. So I do more of an in-person guerrilla marketing. I give out bookmarks. I send them to anyone available in America who wants them, who's open to it. I tell them what I'm asking of them. You know, you're going to get free bookmarks, a whole bunch of them for Great Beginnings. I have a couple to show what they look like. They're really nice. They're really high quality. They're really well made, glossy, reflective. They have reviews and little editorial blurbs on them. And they're bookmarks, so they're going to be going to readers and, you know, especially targeted audience. I have people give them away at conventions, at booths, anyone who's open and receptive to it, and it works. Bookmarks are useful. They're not, you know, they're not trinkets and trash. They're something you want to keep. The other thing I do is I get people engaged on Facebook, not their author pages, because Facebook and whatever their algorithms are horrible. On your author page or your promotional page, whatever it is, they want you to pay to hit your net reach. They want you to pay for growth. Otherwise, they diminish it. It's horrible. However, those same metrics don't apply to your personal page, your friends list. So what I do is ask my friends to, hey, I'm ready to promote this book. Please just help me share it. And it works a lot better. It just does, because when I put it up, people who are following me on friends list want to follow me. They will see that. When they share it, their friends will see that. And it just creates this domino effect. It's something I learned at a recent author convention, that some authors who have done this have gotten better traction, better sales, and better growth off their personal page than doing it on their author page. I'm not saying don't do it there. It's just an addition that count on that. And for me, that's worked. Word of mouth has been my best ally. I'm right now at a 4.8 rating on Amazon, perfectly colored in 5 stars. I've got 154 reviews. I've gotten a Best Book of 2015 award, a couple editorials. The book is selling itself slowly, and then after that, it's just the word of mouth I've been doing. I still have people recommending it, people talking about it. I recently had a New York Times bestselling author take a photo with the book holding it up, which was awesome. So
just quickly on Facebook. Yeah. For everybody watching, make sure that your Amazon account and your Facebook account are not linked. Otherwise, they will take away every review that you get from anyone that is sniffed your Facebook page. They're very, very hard line about that. Some people, you know, it flies for a while, but you do not want to start losing handfuls of reviews because you've forgotten to unlink those too.
Yeah, that happened to me recently. I lost about 8 reviews.
Yeah. I think we need to do probably a Facebook-centric episode at some stage, because I am finding that I do have a page that is not my author page. It's for something else, and I'm getting excellent reach on that, and I'm not paying for anything. So there are ways to get your reach on your author page up. So we can certainly chat about that at another time.
There are tricks like editing a video and stuff, but you shouldn't have to do it to hit your reach. And also, the one thing I will also say for marketing is never pay to grow your following. It has been proven by the really prominent YouTube video maker Vera Tessero that a lot of your, almost I think it was like 80% of your following when you do a paid marketing ad on Facebook to increase your reach is going to be coming from click farms. It doesn't matter if it's organic or not. So many of them come from click farms. He just proved it when he did a Facebook paid ad. He did it like, I don't know how many days he did it for and how many different ones he ran. And they were coming from like Cambodia, India, and click farm factory sites. Like Facebook has become a really money oriented thing. And it's why, like I said, because of the state and influx of the way marketing and the internet is going, I'm really uncertain. But the one tried and true thing that has worked for me, I can promise you works, is word of mouth. Find ways to get the people you care about talking about your book. Find ways to get people at libraries, at bookstores talking about it, because people go in and they do ask them for recommendations. And it doesn't matter if you're not carried in the bookstore or not, so long as their company carries you. I'm not physically in Barnes & Noble stores right now. However, I am sold by them. You can buy the paperback off their website. I could be carried in stores if there's more demand. And I've had a couple Barnes & Noble employees, as well as one manager in Maryland, recommend my book, and I've gotten those sales. And it works.
Sorry, is that through the Create Space Expanded distribution that you got into Barnes & Noble?
Yeah. Yep. I'm sold Barnes & Noble, any Books A Million, there have been independent bookstores that carry my book too, because the way it's done is I'm also carried through Ingram Spark. So anywhere they sell, I can be sold. That means worldwide distribution for paperback. I can be sent to any country. Like I'm everywhere. People can get my book wherever they are. That's not the issue. It's drumming up the support for it and getting into the physical locations. I can be special ordered. It's not going to cost any extra. It'll cost the same as if I was carried on a shelf. It's just the demand's not there because I have one book out of a series right now. The second one's coming out in April. But word of mouth does work. It's cliched, but there's a reason it's become so. It works. It's almost taken for granted at this point, but it's still the greatest thing. I've given out swag. Oh, go ahead.
The extension to that is once you've got a fan, treat them well. Treat your fans like gods.
Yeah.
Because there's the number bandied around. All you need is 1,000 true fans. And true fans, people who will promote your work for no other reason than that they love them. And I guess the way to do that is just to keep interacting them. I'm super excited. I got my first fan message on my Facebook page the other day, and that absolutely made my day. And I'm now sending that fan an autographed copy of my book. I think it's going to cost me about $45 to do it by the time I get the book to me in Australia and then ship it out to the UK. But that is so worth it. I mean, this lady, she's signed up for the free advanced review copy. She's still paid for my pre-order of my ebook, and then posted on my page saying, where can I buy an autographed paperback? I mean, this lady loves, and this is based on a chapter of my book that she's read. So these are the people that you want to treat. I mean, you want to treat everybody well, because everybody has a chance of turning into one of those fans. And really, if you don't have fans, you're not going to sell books, period.
Yeah, recently I got some copies of my book mailed in from fans, and I was signing them and I sent them back, and then I always send signed bookmarks and I write a nice letter back. I don't know if you saw the photo. That was pretty cool though. Somebody just mailed it to me out of the blue. They were like, please sign it. And I was like, oh yeah, heck yeah. And I'm very blessed right now. I don't know how many people are in my fan club, but I have a fan club. I'm not part of it, so I want to put that out there. I did not start this.
I am.
Yeah, which is the craziest thing. Like, people of their own volition started a fan club for me, which is really cool. And I have a bunch of real true fans. I think. I hope. I don't know what goes on in there. I'm not allowed in, which is really disconcerting at the same time. And they're all hatching plots and stuff. But I believe in them, because there's no reason for them to join if they didn't like my work, which is really humbling and inspiring. And these are the people I'm talking about. Like, that's all you need, is a small number to believe in you, and that their word of mouth will resonate with people. They will tell, check out this book. I've gotten sales from my friends who tell their friends and gotten them Christmas presents, and it works. So again, we're on opposite sides. Amy is really, she knows her marketing, she knows her numbers and math. I hate numbers and math. I just go, please check out my book. If you like this, read a sample. You can I just tell people to check it out, and it works. Or maybe people just like me. I'm lucky. I don't know. There you go. There's my tip. Bottle luck. Get lucky.
I'll also point out I have a social circle of about 20 people, so I need to rely a little bit more on outside stuff. I mean, I live in Australia. It's really hard for me, even just to post things to people overseas, because of the cost and the time involved. So I'm just taking every opportunity that I can to get my name out there at the moment, in the hopes that it starts garnering just enough income to help me do some of that stuff, to go, hey, I'm just going to, post out 10 books to giveaways to people who have, commented on my fan pages or sent me fan mail or signed up for my newsletter. Because, I mean, that's what we're in it for. We're in it for, yeah, we want to make a living, but the reason that it's fun is because this is our words, it's our stories, our worlds. And it's people responding to that. And that's what makes it so amazing.
And that's another thing we should talk about also is do your marketing based on where you're located. You're in Australia. A lot of your in-person marketing is going to be geared to that. And that's going to affect your sales. I don't want to assume and make assumptions where your pre-orders are coming from, but I'm in the United States. So a lot of my sales, I'm really lucky right now. I've had great success for a book that's been out for 2 years and only one, and people are telling me it should have died. It's the opposite. It's only getting bigger and bigger, but it is doing it in the US. I have very little presence overseas and stuff. A lot of it is just America. I'm getting UK sales, Canada. I've had like a couple Australian. Had a lot in Denmark recently. I don't know about that. That's just Denmark people love trade report. But yeah, so cater it to that. So what I do here, like I said, is conventions. I try to get people I know who are involved, like promotional material to give out for free. You do it at your own cost, but it works. Again, that's word of mouth and direct marketing. There's a lot of e-targeting stuff. And again, I don't know how that works, but as a person, I respond more to a physical thing. So someone gave me a bookmark, they gave me a free book, or someone even just engaged me on the street, or they saw me reading one, read this. I'll take that seriously then more for me than a Facebook or Twitter ad saying like, check this out. I've only, I think, checked out 2 books ever based on an online ad. Almost every book I've ever bought was a personal friend recommendation, my best friend, or like an employee at a bookstore. I do not click on ads. I am sick of them at this point. I am sick of my Twitter feed blowing up with ads from other authors. And again, like I said, do your marketing based on who you are, where you are, and take all these things into account. So if you are a crazy marketer, you believe in e-ads and you've seen the benefit, go with it. Discard everything I've said. If you're different, maybe you don't like that approach, try mine. Mine's really hands-off, like I said. It sounds pushy, but all I do is ask people really nicely once, like, hey, I hear you're going to this con. Can I send you a couple bookmarks and the copy of my book to give out? They go, yes, and it ends up on booths and stuff because those people with the booths always want more swag to give away anyways. And then somebody picks it up and then they like it and I get a 5-star review and then they tell their friend, like, hey, I read this, read it. So 2 different marketing styles right there. That should have all your grounds covered. The only thing I think we didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it'll be really interesting to see how both of our books go. I'm expecting yours to do a lot better than mine in its first few weeks. But yeah, I think a lot of it is going to depend on personality too. I'm analytical. I'm results focused. I like to be able to track things. I like to know if I do X, then I can expect Y number of this kind of result, which obviously word of mouth marketing, you can't sort of break that down into any kind of analytics. And yeah, it depends on your personality. I think as long as you research what you're doing, and I think if you do it with the right intent, I think that will get you a long way.
I've been not e-addy, like as you saw, I'm not analytical. I am very ADHD personality. I'm all over the place. I'm sort of free-spirited. And it works for me because a lot of things I like to do is tinker and create. So some of the things I've done recently is, you can see it on my Facebook author page, I created, with the help of my great mentor, Jim Hurd, we created these laser-etched glasses that he made for me. And it had the book cover in it. And as you spin it, it's like the opening scenes of my book. It's legitimate art on a glass that's cut and will never fade. It's gorgeous. And I gave them away to a bunch of people, and it resonated. Like, they loved it. They freaked out. I have my contact information. I got so many book sales from it. So for me, one of the things is, since I like creating, I'm surrounded by really talented, successful, genius creators who help me and give me stuff. I use more of a, I guess, incentive-based marketing. Why I would just give away swag, but it's high-quality stuff. People can keep it. They will keep it. They can use it. It's a glass. You can drink from it. It looks amazing. And like I said, it's just how you want to do it. So you're really analytical. You go by numbers, facts. You try to know what to expect. I don't. I just give things away and hope I get sales. And it works for me. So I go on hope. She goes on numbers. Both work. I like creating things. I've always believed in being your biggest fan. So if you like, let's say somebody else wrote your series. If there was something you wanted, like, I want this Funko Pop. Oh, my God, this series is great. I wish they had an action figure. If you would have done that, if you were a fan of your own work, then you should just go out and do it. So if you wish there was a t-shirt for a fandom of your book, if you were a fan and not the author, go out and make t-shirts. Because if you made them to the quality that you would want as a fan, other people will want them. Hats, or I'm doing the basic clothing ones. After a while, they're boring, they're done to death. I'm giving examples. Like, again, my awesome mentor and friend made me drinks glasses, which I've never seen before like that, and it was the craziest, coolest idea, and they're usable, and I love them, and now I have a collection of them. That's something I would pay for. If I was not lucky to have him as my friend, and I was a fan of the Grave Report outside of being its author, I would buy that glass. I'd buy tons of them. I would buy the Funko Pops I have of my action figure, my characters. And that's what I mean. Like, I'd buy a Grave Report t-shirt, but it'd have to be a good one. But that's my point. Like, there's many different ways. You can do ads. You can create stuff. You're not limited to one way of marketing. That's what I really get at. It's how do you want to do it? What are you most comfortable doing? And I will say, just start within your comfort zone. Everyone wants you to break out of it. Starting within your comfort zone will get you confident enough to leave it. And that's really important, because you don't want to do crazy aggressive marketing day one if you're not confident in it, because I work a commission sales-based job by day. So I'll tell you this, people will pick up on that lack of confidence. They'll see you're shy, that you're really not committed no matter how much you love your book. And that will come out in your voice, and they'll go, you're maybe pushing it, maybe I'll buy it. If you work within your comfort zone, you'll be able to better express yourself and what you feel about your book and how much you believe in it, how much you love it, why people should read it. And that's better, that authenticity. And even if it's a small, really low level, not aggressive marketing, you're reaching small people, it will get more of those small people to buy your book, because they'll see the honesty. It works. I've had people, when I talk about my book, tell me it's my passion about it that sold them. When I get excited about this part or this, or what my series is like, or how I always use the example, it's like Quantum Leap meets Dresden Files. People love that, and then they do buy it. I've seen people in front of me whip out their smartphones and download it. So it's that work within your comfort zone, so you get the confidence to try new marketing things.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that confidence really helps.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're probably going to have to wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
We didn't get to our bad guys discussion, and
Yeah.
I'm just totally going to
Marketing blew up.
confess. Yeah, look, I was looking forward to that discussion because there is a certain TV show on at the moment that I'm obsessed with, because it has
But now
the
we haven't
best
talked.
bad guy ever. But we might save that for next episode.
Next week. We have a topic for next week now, yeah.
Yeah.
Or next 2 weeks,
And
whenever we record.
we really need to get our asses into gear and organize some more author interviews, because the last one that we did was super fun, and we do have a list of people waiting. So we will, again, update you on the blog. You can go to theblogfactory.com. You can hit Ronnie's website up at rrverdi.com, and mine is thespellscribe.com, and you can find links to all of our social media sites on any of those places, and you can see links to Ronnie's book, My Pre-Orders, on the Blog Factory website. So go and check it out. Leave us some comments on the YouTube channel too, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and tell us what you want to see. If there's something that you want covered, if you want to know about something, make sure that you leave us a comment and tell us.
Yep. And I really don't have anything to say except for, I guess if you want to check out my author page to see the really cool photo of Jim Butcher holding up my book. Just
It is
type
the
in
best picture ever.
just type in RR Verdi into Google and you'll see it. It should be the Facebook author page. And that was the craziest thing. He asked me to sign a copy of my book, and he took it and took a photo with it, and he held it up. That's the hero of my genre holding my novel. So yeah.
It's amazing. And you can go to my website and just see a picture of me looking really, really jealous.
All right. That's everything. Bye-bye.
Okay. I hope you guys have a great week. Goodbye.